Hello, my fiery friends, the Infernoman here, and I just want to do a quick little update for you. For those of you that tried to watch the stream over a day ago, it, as you saw, kind of got cut in half. So, as an apology, and also just try to make up for those of you that are watching on YouTube, what you're going to see right now is part 2 to the entire stream that I just kind of uploaded as a regular video. So, I hope you enjoy that. Everything is uncut from here, so everything that was on stream that you may have missed out on is now going to be here. All right? All right, I will shut up now, and you can enjoy the stream in its entirety. That's good. Okay, so we are still there, sort of, maybe, yes. Okay, so it looks like I think we're okay now. I hate it when I get those little hiccups here. It gets kind of annoying because I would like to continue playing, but sometimes when you get those little hiccups here, it kind of throws off a stream. Okay, so I do apologize for that, everybody, but again, I think we're stabilized now. So I think we should be okay. Give me a second here also to make one other final tweak here. And then we should be okay. I think some of the other... Yeah, I just had a minor hiccup regarding the internet. So, you know, internet kind of poops out on you at the worst time. But I think I got disconnected from some other locations here because I don't think I'm live anymore on certain platforms, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. It looks like I think I'm still live on... X. Instagram looks like it's still running, but YouTube cut out. So I think YouTube is now gone. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, it's okay. We'll keep just going with what we got. We'll see if we can try to recover on YouTube in a moment. Yep. Still checking around. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Trying to regain composure here. Because at this point... yeah. Yeah, it looks like YouTube got cut. That stinks. Wow. Very annoying. Okay, it's fine. Hopefully, again, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, again, sorry about that. Oh, Sirki, welcome. Thanks again for joining us. We managed to avoid the quick little outage we just had. Because yeah, the stream got cut like 10 minutes ago. But I'm glad you're still here. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We'll see if we can try to get around to that at some point. I do apologize for that. But yeah, dang it. Looks like, yeah. I think I lost my YouTube connection there. It's okay. It's fine. I'll simply have to just re-upload at some point the remainder of it. Right. Moving on, though. Planes. Hopeful Initiate. That might be a problem for us later on, but we'll see if we can try to get around it. Pay 2 life there. Okay, so with that, Ginger Brute. Shadow Spear. We don't do any swinging yet. Dahlia's Lieutenant. Alright, looks like it's all humans. Oh, thanks again for the follow there, Kebig. Appreciate that. Welcome, my new fiery friend. Spire of Industry. Okay, so how do we do this here? I guess equip to the Ginger Brute. Make it unblockable. Okay. Down to 17. We gain 2 life. Okay. Adeline. No surprise there. We do have an option to get rid of her with Shrapnel Blast, which feels a little awkward, but we'll try. We go down to 12. Spire Bluff Canal again, so... Turn on Ginger Brute. Alright, so we swing here. This is the best we can do. Up to 15. 14. Kebig. Do you play a lot of Explorer? I primarily stream and make YouTube videos for it. Oh, good question. So I actually do mostly Explorer, but I also right now with Foundations out, I've been doing a little bit more Standard. So it's a little bit of a mix. I try to play a little bit of everything, just depending on, again, what's kind of popping right now, if you will. We got to get rid of that Aileen. So in that case, we'll sacrifice our blood token, get rid of the Aileen. All right. They will pump up something else here. No surprise. And unfortunately, though, we are in a bad spot. Ugh. This does not look good at all. But yeah, so primarily I've been doing mostly Explorer. With Foundations out, we've been going back to Standard. I'll do also alternately Brawl, just to kind of give that a little bit of an option between Brawl / Commander. I don't do any more Historic, because the Alchemy cards have kind of ruined it for me. Same thing with also Alchemy itself. I don't do Alchemy. And sometimes I'll do Timeless. I do like Timeless, because it's a very powerful format, but it hasn't been too good right now, so I kind of backed off a little bit from that. But thanks again for asking on that. Okay, so with that, Darksteel Citadel. I guess I'll bring in Jingotha now. So, let's see. We'll just wait. We'll see. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one, but that's okay, everybody. Recruitment Officer. Kind of came off to an awkward start there, so it just didn't pan out. And our opponent does have a lot of value with Thalia's Lieutenant. Hopeful Initiate also can remove those counters if it needs to just start blowing up our artifacts, which is a little sad, but it's okay. If we don't win this one, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so they do swing here. We can block. And I guess block here. Alright. Feels bad. Ouch. Down to 2. Go back up to 4. But there's not really anything else we can do here. Luminarch Aspirant again. Another pump on Thalia. Alright. And the Enso Artifact. Ugh, too little too late. Like Aspire of Industry. I can bring in Jingotha, but that's just not it, so. Dang. Yep, we got cooked on that one. That's okay, everybody. But man, we totally got destroyed on that one. Wasted completely. Ouch. It's cool, though. It's cool. We'll get him next time. Okay, Big, how do you feel about Universes Beyond and Standard? Oh, I actually did a whole video about that already, but I can definitely reiterate another chance here. So, I've stated before, and I will always state it, like, I have no problem with how Universes Beyond has previously been treated. So, if they want to throw in, like, again, like, I bought the Street Fighter cards. I have the Hatsune Miku Secret Lairs. So, obviously, these cards, Universes Beyond and all that stuff, I don't have a problem with it to a degree. We were kind of pushing it a little bit with the Lord of the Rings set because that went straight to Modern. And you kind of saw that the One Ring has kind of warped the format quite a bit. Having said that, if they were all just Commander products, that would have been fine by me. I honestly wouldn't have cared there. But going into Standard is where I kind of have a problem. The reason why I have a problem with Universes Beyond in Standard is it just seems like Wizards has kind of taking their own product up to the back seat. Like, let's be real. Spider-Man will sell. We saw with the Marvel ones that they just made out for Secret Lairs, those sold like crazy. We also saw that Final Fantasy most likely will sell. But the problem I have with it also is just, I feel like, well, I'm fine with more people coming into Magic. They won't be coming in necessarily for these characters, for the lore. I'm not saying you have to know everything about, like, you know, the Planeswalkers and what goes on certain planes. But it does kind of, at least for those that are taking the time to understand the lore and the planes and the world building that Magic has done over practically, like, you know, all like 30 plus years. I mean, there's a lot of rich information there. But coming in just for like a Spider-Man set, I mean, some of those players will stick around. That's great. But some of them probably will just buy their products and just take off. So it just feels like we're widening the pool of players, but the pool itself is too shallow. And I don't think we're going to get, unfortunately, that many people that'll stick around. So they'll probably come in, get their product, and then just peace out. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. If people want to play or they just want to collect, nothing wrong with that. Just understand that we may not get that many players that'll stick around for the game. And I honestly wish that Wizards and Hasbro would focus on trying to invest more into Magic. Let's be real. I would love to see them really throw money into an actual serious Netflix series. I know that's been talked about, but that's one thing that they need to do. They need to invest in media a ton. They tried with a video game. I know they did with, was that Spellslinger, whatever, that tried to come out a couple years ago, and that fizzled completely. They didn't even bother with that one. But something that can add to the game to kind of get people to kind of go, okay, let me look at these characters. These characters are kind of cool, and where do they come from? And that would pull people in. Versus like saying, okay, we're going to put on this product here. Let's put some Final Fantasy cards out there, and it'll sell. It will. but I don't know if those players will care about playing the game. I don't know. It's still conflicting for me. I have to still see what next year is going to hold. So I think that's probably my simplest answer is I don't personally want them to come into standard, but it's going to happen. So we're just going to have to hope that Wizards will do their best here. At least I would hope so. Okay, we're not getting a match here. I'm going to cancel out. Let's try again. Okay. Dense. Okay, but I see your channel on YouTube. It's a nice one. I'm on YouTube too. Yes. And so I'm honestly kind of neutral as long as it's not overpowered cards. Yeah, we kind of saw what happened when they went a little overboard with the Lord of the Rings set. That unfortunately kind of got, again, the One Ring, it's a good card, but it's way too powerful. And then we saw already, that card needs to go. I honestly think the One Ring was a mistake. 6 sets per year schedule is obviously greedy. Yeah, I also will say that they're pushing out a lot of products, so it's going to be so exhausting for me as a content creator. And I know some of you out there that are also content creators, we're all going to get completely tired. And again, I would think that if every product was a banger, that wouldn't be a big deal because you'll have a lot of options you have to play. But I worry that they're going to get some bomb sets that are just going to be absolutely terrible and no one's going to play with them. Like they'll buy like some packs and then they're just going to move on to the next thing. You saw what happened with Karlov Manor. That set kind of sucked. Looking back now, it had some fun cards. I do like the cloaking mechanic and everything because I'm a fan of morphing. But a lot of people, aside from the Surveil lands, nobody cared about anymore about Karlov Manor. Kind of same thing with Thunder Junction. I was super happy to see Desert support, but after Desert support, the set kind of fizzled. It didn't really get to do much. Even some other products we've done with Universes Beyond, like what is it? Remember the Assassin's Creed set that came out? Nobody talks about Assassin's Creed anymore. That was kind of a really, really awkward set that they brought out. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. We're not getting games. Okay, hold on one second, everybody. I think if I reset the clients, maybe we'll get a chance to kind of get back into this. So hold on. So give me a second here while we're going to exit the game real quick. So give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm still here, of course. Let me just launch Arena. We'll see you in just a moment. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. And then also for anybody that's watching this right now, I apologize that we'll get hopefully the second half of the stream will be re-uploaded to YouTube. I think I might have to either cut it on YouTube or I might just splice it on and just put up the whole stream later tonight. I don't know. So again, apologies again for those of you that were on YouTube and you all got cut out. I didn't want that to happen, but it did happen because YouTube, for some reason, they don't string together the stream as it should have. But okay, let's see. Are we back? Okay. I think we're back now. Great. Okay. Okay, let me try to see if we can jump into more games. We are at the halfway point now, so we'll do one more best of 1, and then we'll jump to best of 3 for the remainder of the stream. Let's see. Kebig, I don't like it for competitive formats. It looks so unprofessional. Yeah, it's going to be a little awkward to be like, okay, so like I cast Spider-Man, and I attach to him a Krabby Patty, and then my opponent will play the One Ring. So that doesn't really sound like Magic anymore. I think that's kind of what the issue is. We're losing our identity because Hasbro. I know maybe Wizards might be part of the issue, but let's be honest. It is Hasbro that owns Wizards, and they're probably the ones that are like, yeah, you guys need to push out more of these other products for us to make money. I think that's what it comes down to. Okay, Volder and Epic here. Champion of the Perished here. So I guess our opponent is a Zombies deck? It's been a little while since I've played against a Zombies deck, so let's see how they do. We need to move faster than they can. That's our biggest thing. Oh yeah, they are definitely a Zombies deck. I do have an idea for a Zombies deck that I'm actually kind of hyped for, but we just need a little bit more time to build it. So that might be something coming up in December. Just an FYI. Okay, so Enso Artifact. Make one of our Ornithopters a big beefy creature here, and we swing. Down to 12. Let's see. Kebig also, yeah, not a lot of bangers this year. I only care for cons. I'm hoping that cons will at least be fun. I'm not going to lie, though. I do like Ether Drift, but that's only because I'm a little sucker for the vehicles. I do like vehicles in Magic, but some of them are not that good. So I'm hoping that Ether Drift will give us some really awesome vehicles. But that's honestly my personal choice for a set that I look forward to. Cons definitely will be, I'm sure that has to be a good set. That has to be based upon what we've seen in the past. Okay, so with that, Ornithopter. All right. Big swing here. Down to 6. Okay, so we're within lethal. Does our opponent have an answer, though? That's the biggest thing. Dense Planet, the One Ring should be honestly restricted. I'm not going to lie, it definitely should be. I do play the card in Timeless with the Boros Energy deck, because I have that deck, but it just feels so disgusting to play with. It just keeps going into itself. Like, you can get rid of the old copy by casting a new copy. In Commander, there's so many ways you can just keep resetting the One Ring, so it's a disgusting card. Even I have to admit that, as a player that's been playing for quite a while. Okay, so, opponent swings here. I mean, our opponent does know we have lethal in the air. We could block here with our card, but I don't think our opponent realizes. We're about to win right here. There we go. Easy win there. Nice. All right. Beating our opponent there. Okay, that is our last best of 1 for now, everybody. We're going to jump to best of 3 now. All right. Staying on Diamond Tier 3. Nice. Let's see. I mean, Archdruid's Charm is strong and Slickshot is cracked. Yeah. I mean, I'm not to say, again, those sets are completely washed out. They definitely have their solid cards. So, okay, we're going to switch to best of 3 here. Explorer ranked, best of 3. Okay. And then, yeah, Archdruid's Charm is powerful. I haven't had a chance to get that. I actually don't have a copy. I would like a copy, though. And then Slickshot is definitely also an awesome card. I actually do like what it does, but it's also, I don't know, like, I like the card. But it kind of is restricted to only certain archetypes, but it is actually a really sweet card. I wonder if I would consider that for my card of the year. That's also another question I'm going to put out soon on a poll. We're going to start voting soon for what do you think was the 2024 card of the year based on all the sets that came out this year for Magic. Is it Slickshot Show Off? Do you think that's the card? Is it one of the Modern Horizons 3 cards such as, oh, I don't know, Ocelot Pride? That's also an extremely powerful card. I didn't think they actually would make something like that. So, well, we'll put it to a vote soon. The Cryptic Coat should have been in your deck, by the way. Oh, I keep forgetting that card exists. I should probably throw that in there. Like, maybe I can replace, I don't know, maybe the counter spells in this deck with that? I'm glad you brought that up. I have been a while since I forgot that card. And that card came from the Thunder Junction set, didn't it? That's probably why I forgot it. Start with a Spyglass Siren. Okay, opponent, what do you got? Let's see. Vine Lasher was sweet too from Outlaws. Yeah, Vine Lasher also was pretty good too. There's so many cards from Thunder Junction that I haven't had a chance to play because, oh man, it's been so much. We've had so many different sets that have come out, so I've kind of lost a little track of everything here. Yeah, I'm just being overwhelmed here with the content. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing, of course, new cards, but Thunder Junction was a massive set since they crammed in so much on top of that. So I've lost track of what's in that area. But I'll definitely look at it, of course, soon. Okay, so with that, opponent swings, we're down to 13. Okay, Fountain Ports. Put the Spider Bluff Canal down. Okay, so with this, we can get rid of that Monastery Swiss before it causes serious damage. Phew! Okay, nice. And we get to put it on top of Ginger Brute. Alright, down to 12. Alright, keeping it close. Keeping it close. Cryptic Coach. Let's see. Oh, no Murder of Karlov Manor. The card was from Karlov Manor, by the way. Okay. Yeah. I know, like, there's been quite a few cards that I've kind of forgotten about that I probably should at least take the time to consider playing with. Because we've had quite a few cards that I would like to play with more. But, they've been forgotten quite a bit. Okay, down to 8 opponents. And we do have a counter spell, so if they have Burn in hand, we have ways of slowing them down. Via Shino Pyromancer. Do we care about this? Okay, I'll let it go. Okay, go down to 9. Do you have another answer, opponents? Lightning Helix. Okay, so we do have the counterspell for this. Phew. Okay. One of the things, again, we got to worry about in the deck, of course, is life gain. So, thankfully, we got through that. Darksteel Citadel. We can also draw a card if we need to off of this. Okay, we got to get rid of the Vioshino Pyromancer. Normally, we could be sneaking in free damage, but I need to make sure that they don't hit us on the backswing. Screaming Nemesis. Okay, so this is exactly why. Monastery Swiftspear. So they are tapped out, so that does buy us time. Okay, nothing. So, let us sacrifice a token, draw a card. Everyone forgets most cards from Murder of Karlov Manor. Easily the top 3 worst sets ever made, in my opinion. Oh, that's definitely that's a spicy take. But I don't blame you on that one. Wait, do we win here? I think we do. Okay, hold on. Shock ourselves. Ghost Fireblade. Attach it to the Ginger Brute. Make it. Oh, actually, I forgot they have haste also. Oh. That's awkward. Okay, so. They both have haste. Okay, actually, change of plans here. Wow. I didn't think it actually happened. The haste thing actually kind of threw us off here. We can't swing unless our opponent swings back. Oh boy. Yikes. I mean, I can hit him here for 5. That's all I can do. Okay. Okay, opponent. Lightning Helix us. Wow. The haste actually came back to bite us there. Boros Charm. Okay, so we have to do this here. We gain 3 life out of desperation. We go to 3. We go to 3, but that's it. It's over anyway. Dang. The haste actually got us there. Wow. I got completely wrecked on that one there. Wow. Okay. Ouch. Can't believe I got wasted that quick. Okay. It's fine. We're playing best of 3, so we do have options here to get around that. So with that, thankfully we do have ways of answering our opponent here. So I think, how do we do this here? Let's see. I will never forget Vein Ripper. Oh yeah. Does anybody play Vein Ripper anymore? I haven't seen Vein Ripper since Duskmourn came out. Does anybody play that card still? Or is it still a busted card? True, Ripper got my boy Soren banned. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what happened. The Ripper got Soren banned, and then that kind of created a whole debacle on its own. And Splendid, I got to Platinum with Yorion Esper Room Control on deck list. Oh yeah, that's cool. Thank God that deck list is gone. Yeah, that was a disgusting play pattern. Not going to lie about that one. Okay. Oh yeah, and then of course, for those of you that are brand new to the channel, or at least you guys are joining us, if you're interested, you can see that also we do have a Discord, so you can of course join the Discord there. I know a lot of us dump a lot of deck lists there, so feel free to dump them off there and share them with everybody. We have a growing community there of fiery friends that I'm also really happy to see is getting a little bit more populated as time goes on. And of course, if you do like the content, for those of you that are watching now, or if you're watching on the replay, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck ticks, live streams, and so much more. Okay, so let's see. Gotta do this quick here. Either Gus coming in. I think I want the Roiling Vortex. They have life gain, but I don't know if that's enough. Let's see. Metallic Rebuke's probably coming in. Keep the Shadow Spear. We'll cut. What do we cut here? Okay, we gotta be quick. Let's see, all right. Smuggler's Copters are going bye-bye. Okay. So we're gonna have to cut the Smuggler's Copter because that might be a little too slow for us, and we need some backup with just counter-spelling our opponent and tempoing them. We're gonna try that. We'll try that. We're going first now. Okay, so what do we got? So let's see. I guess we can keep this hand. Yotaro declares war. We have plenty of Ornithopters into Shrapnel Blast. So I think that should be okay. Get some early game damage. We'll put down the Ornithopters after we know what they're playing. Bolt Wave. Hit us 3. Ghostfire Blade's not too shabby either. So with that, Ghostfire Blade. Attached to the Ginger Root for early game damage. Nice. Okay. Okay, opponent. You're at 14. What do you got? What do you got? Okay, so Eidolon of Great Rebel. So, how do we do this here? Okay, I think I know how we do this. So, red, colorless. That does hit us for 3, or 2. And then, yeah, okay, I think I got it. Tap, tap. Take out the Eidolon. Ornithopter. Ornithopter. Okay, down to 10. Alright, we're still in this. We're still in this. Viashino Pyromancer. Okay, our opponent is slowing down a bit here, so that is good for us. I think we got him here. We can then make this unblockable. There we go, much better. Down to 3. We then hit him with some Shrapnel Blast. Yes. There we go. Much better. Feeling good about that one. All right. Took game 2 there. Much more easier. All right. Great. Great. Okay. So with that, I think we'll just keep it as is and we'll just rock it. All right, opponent. What do you got? Can you beat us here? That is the question. Okay. Opponent is thinking. Alright, so what do we got here? Okay, so we got the Insult Artifact. We have Voldrin Epic here. At least making one of those tokens gives Metallic Rebuke some time to do its thing. Okay, so they did mulligan. Hopefully that helps us out. They shock themselves. Play with fire. Okay. Opponent is just going to get straight on with the aggro plan. We will play Spire Bluff Canal. Voldrin Epic here. Down to 17. Okay, so also now we have enough where we should be able to then throw them off with burn spells. Boros Trauma our face, down to 14. Alright, so Fountain Port's pretty good too. So we will wait. So this is how we're going to do this. So we need to save up those Metallic Rebukes just to slow them down on burn. Screaming Nemesis. That cannot survive. Phew! Okay. Threat down. Steam Vents. Ooh, I don't want to do this, but we're going to have to shock ourselves here. Ouch. That 2 damage hopefully does not come back to bite us. Okay, so with that, I guess we'll play another Voldrin Epic here. Ping him again, down to 11. Okay, so we still have Metallic Rebuke waiting in the wings here. And we have a Shrapnel Blast, so I think we can pull off our win here. There are currently 3 content creators in this stream. Infernoman, Great Kibig, and me, Den Splendid. Yes. Yep, we're all here. The gang's all here. Alright. No life gain for our opponent here. Too bad, opponents. You have 1 card left. Bolt Wave. Okay, so skies are clear, everybody. Now we can finally go to work here. So with that, we will play Insult Artifact, Spire Bluff Canal, Ginger Brutes. Yes. Boom. Down to 2. Okay, opponent. I don't think you have any way of answering us here, so I think we got this victory right here very nice and easily. Okay, big curious, Inferno. Have you watched any of my stuff? Oh. Before I answer that, there we go. Yes. Feeling good about that one. Yes, we got a victory there. All right, we're moving up. We're moving up. I'll be honest, like, I think I might have glanced, but I haven't had a chance to actually, like, sit down and watch a video. It's not that I don't want to watch anything, but it's just, you know, between my own content, a full-time job, dealing with family and loved ones, it's I run out of energy trying to keep track with everybody. So I do apologize for that, but I can at least check out a couple of videos that you got. I'll just say what I can when I have an opportunity to. Because after this, I literally have to start rushing to get ready for work. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, if you haven't already done so, drop off your link. Or I know, like, well, actually, I think you're on... Well, you're obviously here on Twitch, so I can definitely look at that when I have a moment. I'm sure to check you out. I totally get it with a 7-month-old kid. Oh, okay. You have a kid. That's cute. I'm more props to you for being able to do that with family and stuff. I totally know how that goes. You get so drained so quickly when it comes to just, you know, life in general and trying to do content and whatnot. But hopefully, again, you're able to, you know, find that good balance. I'm still trying to find that balance myself because sometimes I feel like I'm just overkilling myself here on stuff. Right, in the meantime, Ornithopter here. Okay, opponent, what do you got? Oh, wow. They bolted themselves pretty hard there. So do they have removal? They have to have removal for that. Oh, okay. Spectre Shriek. Wow, I don't think anybody really plays this anymore. Okay. So they do exile our Enso artifact, but they have to exile a card themselves. Oh, we just got another one too. Well, that's nice, but we don't have the lands to play it, so that's super awkward. We can't really do anything. Hopefully it was not a bad idea to hold this hand. We'll see. Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay. Alright, opponents. You want to start taking away our stuff? I guess that's fine. Smuggler's Copter. Okay, come on, deck. Don't do this to me. No attacks. Alright, Discovery. They're digging for stuff. Okay, so they got Say Its Name. Okay, I've seen this card, but I haven't seen anybody actually play it. So, okay, Ghost Fireblade. Where's our lands at? We've kept a one lander, and we have had several turns now without any lands. Okay, and our opponent is already getting close to... Okay, so finally there's one of our lands. Okay, so with that, let's Enso Artifact. I guess we'll do it on the Ornithopter. Swing. Down to 10. Okay. We fell behind a lot here, though, because our opponent had plenty of time to set themselves up. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Okay. Wow. Okay, so they do mill themselves? Okay, what is our opponent playing here? I'm very, very confused. I have no idea. But okay, we're going to try. Let's see. Ghost Fireblade number 2. Put Ghost Fireblade on. Swing. They're down to 6. So they are within lethal range. I stay up to midnight each night recording post baby is asleep. Oh. Yeah. I know how it feels to be up super late because of just, you know, that's really your only time to do stuff. But again, props to you and respect for that if you can pull it off. Okay. Phew. All right. Opponent just gave up on there. Okay. So we'll have to take advantage of that free win we got here. I don't know what exactly our opponent's playing, but we're going to try to see. Maybe we can get around it. Okay, so I think Metallic Rebuke probably would be good here. Hope of Gariper, I think, might be the option for this match. Maybe? Think about this for a second here. Is this an Urbrask Forge match? I don't know about also, let's see. We might drop the Legion Extruder. And I might drop... I don't know if I want to drop the Shadow Spear, though. Maybe drop the Shadow Spear. And then, let's see. What do we... Is there anything else we want? Or cut? I don't know. I couldn't see too much of our decks, our opponent's deck to see what would work for us here. I'm going to try. You know what? We're going to keep this as is. We're going to keep it simple because I need to know what's going on here. Maybe we don't need anything else special, but we'll try. Dense Blended. I'm also got stuff with university currently prepped with exams and, you know, ongoing invasion in my country. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, again, you're still safe out there. Hopefully, again, everything gets better for you. I really am pulling for you on that one, Dense Blended. So, but I do appreciate you always hanging in there. So stay strong. Stay strong. They playing Sultai Dredgeless Dredge. Okay. That's what it is. I haven't actually played against this deck, so I don't know if I sideboarded incorrectly or I don't know what I'm going to do this, but again, I'm going to try to see if I can get around this. We're going to try. Okay, so we did get a land, so that's good. Spire of Industry. We'll play Ornithopter here. So this way we can get out Boulder and Epic here. We ping our opponents. We make another artifact. But let's see, is this enough to just push through damage quick? We will find out soon. Discovery. Surveillance. Okay, so with that, Island. And I guess we'll just start going to town on them right now. Get on the Ornithopter. Down to 13. Phew. Okay, so we are pressuring them pretty quick here, which is good. That's what we want to do with the deck. Okay, opponent. Find the curse tile. Okay. Annoying, but that's okay. Wow, hit him down to 10. Spectre Shriek. Okay. So most likely we will lose our counter spell, if I was to guess. Yep. No surprise there. They lose one of their creeping chills, which I guess is fine. Let's see. Yotia declares war. We hit ourselves. We'll make a token for now. Down to 9. Okay, so with this, if they have anything down, Satiable Avarice, okay. Alright, they're digging. They're digging for an answer. Yeah, same thing. I've never seen anybody actually play Shriek, so I was a little thrown off when they actually played that. Alright, so we don't need to tap anything down. That's fine. Spire Bluff Canal. And then Ginger Brute. Volder and Epicure to ping. They go down to 8. We will swing with 2. Down to 6. Okay, so our opponent here needs an answer now. Culling Ritual. Okay. Wow. Okay. That is really unfortunate for us. We lose the whole board. That's okay. We still have ways of getting around this, everybody. Okay. I haven't seen this at all. So, Atlantnak? Is that how I say it? Atlantnak? The Thrice Called. Okay. I know this card was created from Duskmourn, but I haven't seen anybody play it, so I have no idea what I'm getting into here. So with that, let's, I guess we'll play 2. Okay. Yeah. My content does differ from yours, but I still appreciate fellow creators out there. Yeah. That's good. Always gotta show that love for each other. Okay, they go back up to 9. Tapping anything here doesn't really do anything, so unfortunately there's not really anything we can do. Okay. Let's see. Is there a way out of this? I mean, at minimum... Oh boy, okay. Okay, Spyglass Siren off the top. Doesn't really do anything. We need a burn spell. I think that's the only way we can get around this completely. Okay, we'll hold on to the card. No, actually, we can't really do anything here. Oh, this is terrible. I don't think we can get this one. At Al-Tanakh, I believe. Okay. That helps me out because I cannot pronounce things. Okay. I mean, I could chump block here, but we go to 1, and we don't have another answer here. Yeah, we go to 1, but there's not anything else we can do. Oh, let's see. This is so awkward. Okay. Because, yeah, I can ping, but we didn't have a way to do anything else here. I mean, I could throw away the Spire of Industry. Okay, an Ornithopter doesn't do it, so that is... We lose game 2. It's okay, though. It's okay. Alright, so... How do we get around stuff here with our opponents? Let's see. I honestly don't know what we have an answer for. Maybe the Hope of Girapur does come in? Smuggler's Copter, maybe trim those down a bit? I'm not sure. Well, I mean, the Ether Gust probably might be helpful against that card, so maybe we'll try that. Altanok does get bounced away from that, so maybe we could try that. We'll see, though. Alright. So, let's see. So we have a Metallic Rebuke, so that's okay. I have some early game stuff here. Nothing explosive, but we do need that Metallic Rebuke at the very minimum. So Spire Bluff Canal. Voldern Epicure. Pinging away. Make a token. Ornithopter coming in. We might have to be, we'll have to be aware of their Wrath now that we know that they have one, but hopefully we can get around it. On the other hand, though, our opponent is playing very risky by doing things like Spectre Shriek, using an Aghanime's Awakening. Unfortunately, there goes our counterspell. That's okay. So they throw away say its name. Oh, okay. So we did get, nice. We did get, thankfully, the Enso artifact off the top. That is good. Put that early threat on our opponent, so they're down to 10 already. Okay, opponent, you're going to have to be really quick here if you want to stop us. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's game, everybody. Oh, man, we got lucky off the top there. Woo! Woo, okay. I'm sure our opponent is salty about that one. Wow, that was a top deck. That was beautiful. Oh, sometimes we just get lucky. All right, we're moving up. We're definitely moving up. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I like this. Not gonna lie, the deck actually is performing pretty decently so far in Explorer format. Not bad for a build that I kind of just went with. I know it's definitely not a meta deck, so I'm actually pretty happy about how it's been turning out. Oh, hold on one second here. Give me 1 second, everybody, for one thing. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, everybody. Yeah, I think we had a little annoying bot there, so they have to get bopped out of the way. Okay, so everything's clear, everybody. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Then again, trusting me to pronounce words is bad. I'm almost as bad as Saffron Olive. Hey, well, to be honest, we all got used to Saffron Olive and his silly way of pronouncing stuff, so I I find it hilarious when he does it. But, you know, we all do that. I mean, there have been many times where I've said words where I've recorded things for YouTube videos, and I look back and go, that is not how you pronounce that word, but some way, somehow, it just comes out of my mouth that way, and I just rolled with it. So I totally get that. Ornithopter off the top for free. Spire of Industry. So we need that, of course, in order to get that Insult artifact to trigger off. Blood Crypt. Oh, our opponent also might be playing some removal with this, but we'll see. So instead, I think we'll put down the Yotia's Declare War first, because I don't know if our opponent has removal yet. Okay. Make another Thopter. No swings yet, obviously. Okay, so what do you got, opponent? Beautiful. Interesting. Okay. Tapping nothing for nothing. Okay. Alright. Darksteel Citadel. Well, at least with the Darksteel Citadel, we can put the Enso artifact on top of it, so that's not bad. Okay, how do we do this here? I guess... Well, I can't do the Spyglass Iron. You know what? We'll just hold. We're just going to hold for now. I don't know what our opponent's got. We're just going to have to wait. Is it Sacrifice? Is it mid-range? I don't know, opponent. Another Darksteel Citadel. Okay, so... Put on the Ornithopter. Let's see what they try to do. They have to have something like a Fatal Push. They have to. Torch the tower. Okay. I guess we'll let that go. It's fine. So no pump, sadly. We will put down the next Darksteel Citadel. And, okay. Once again, I have to put this into full control because I don't want them to mess me up on this one. So we'll put it on the Darksteel Citadel here. We will tap one there. Pay the life to pay the blue. There we go. Okay. We should be good now. Swing. I don't know how our opponent, if they're playing black here and red, have an answer for us for our insult artifacts, though. We should be good to go. Yeah. Okay. I still don't know what our opponent's playing, though. Quick question for opening packs. Do I go for sets in standard that are close to finished? Is that correct? I mean, that really kind of comes down to what you want to do. Oh, okay. So they're going to try to cheese us here with Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, so with that... oh, wow. This is so awkward because I really need that blue mana, but the Metallic Rebuke also needs to do its thing. So... okay. We'll bring in Jingotha. And we'll wait. At least with the Slasher, we have an indestructible creature, so that's not really anything they can do to stop us here. So let's see. What do you have, opponents? But to answer your question, Densplendid, I would say if you want to try to get gold packs, get standard packs, because now you can start filling them out quicker to start filling out also your rares and mythics. So maybe I would say that would be your best bet. Okay, Big, how do you make those unique buttons on at the button of your Twitch? Mine look pretty bland. Oh, I mean, are you talking about in terms of... are you talking about the bottom part right there where it shows like all the socials? Oh, our opponent there for some reason... Oh, okay, I see what they're doing there. Okay, I get what they're doing. Okay, how do we do this here? Hold on. Do we get rid of the Mutavaults? Is that the proper response here? I think we... Or do we go to face? I don't know here. Okay. Okay. I'll answer the question in a second. Give me one moment here. I'm trying to figure out, like, do I just... Okay. I think we get rid of the land. And we'll sacrifice the Ornithopter. Okay. They'll draw a card, but they lose some life here. Okay. Phew. Okay, so now we have the Steam Vents. So, Jingotha coming in. Swing here. Do you block with Unstoppable Slasher? They do not. They go down to 6. But we got rid of their demon, so to speak. Oh, they have Archfiend of the Trust. Oh, I hate this card so much. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We're going to try to find a way to get around that card. So, we'll let it go for now. Because now our opponent is in a spot where they're going to have to block if they don't want to die. But they go back up to 8, which is also awkward too. So, Spyglass Siren. Make a map token. Ghost Fireblade. How do you... Okay. The example, the dust... Okay. Oh, the... No, sorry. Now I figure out what you were trying to say. Okay. So, to answer that one, there was a little template thing that I saw a couple years ago that I put together. I think it's on a website. And I just made extra copies of those ones, and that's what I've been using for, at least for my stuff there. So, good question on that one. Okay, opponents. Do you block? Getting that life gain also didn't help us out at all. Okay. Okay. Do you block, opponent? Anytime. Okay. Alright, so with that, let us... How do we do this here? I guess... On Spy Siren? I guess it doesn't really matter. If we get a land, we get a land. Fatal Push. Okay, so with that... Oh, do we tap? Well, if we tap there, then we lose. Actually, hold on. Okay. Smuggler's Copter goes bye-bye. Okay, so at the very least, we can block the demon. Unstoppable Slasher does hit us. Oh, never mind. They had another one anyway. Alright, so we lose here. I hate Archfiend of the Draw so much. It's such an annoying card. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know if I can get the link still, but I think the template might be available somewhere to make those little buttons. So I made those a while ago, but yeah, it's been so long. I do apologize for that one. Think I don't know if I have the site anymore. I might try to see if I can find it later on. Oh, okay. So Dense Blend, you're also close to being done with Duskmorn. I would just say you might as well. I would say only get them if there's really select pack or select cards you want to fill up for the collection. I mean, once I usually get to around 90% of a collection, I kind of just move on to the next set. So it's not like something I personally stick around with, but your mileage may vary. It really depends on what you want to do. Okay, so opponent is playing a demon deck. They're trying to do that combo I saw earlier. Let's see. Get rid of the Legion Extruder. We don't need that. And I think the only other thing I'll probably cut is maybe one Smuggler's Copter. We're going to make room for those counter spells. All right, so see what our opponent's going to try to do here. We shall see. So while they're doing that, looking at the time right now. Okay, so depending on how the next matches go, I think we might have time for maybe one more best of 3, and we'll probably end the stream there. As always, I like to remind everyone, as much as I enjoy streaming, and I've been having fun with all y'all on doing this, unfortunately, I just don't have enough time in the day to do it longer. Because mostly, again, I have other stuff I got to do. So I do appreciate all of you who have been here with me today. Thank you for our newest fiery friends that have been joining us today. But also thank you to those of you who have been returning. And again, one more time, I do apologize when the stream got cut. We also got it cut from YouTube because YouTube, for some reason, decided I'm just not going to continue on. So they cut that into a really awkward half stream. So some way, somehow, I will get the rest of the footage up there on YouTube later on when I have more time. Otherwise, until then, let's see. How do we do this here? Okay. Do we keep this hand? We can put down some early game artifacts. So that's not bad. Let's go with the Voldrin Epicure so we can do a little early game pinging. We make one blood token. If we can get another land, we should be in good shape here. Duress. Okay, opponent's probably going to take away our counterspell or insult artifact. Here you go. No surprise. Let's see. Spyglass Siren. Make a map token. Down to 18. All right, opponent. What do you got? Show me what you got. Okay, nothing yet. That's fine. So, let's see. Ghost Fireblade. I guess we're just going to have to put out all of our artifacts for now because we're not getting another land. That's kind of awkward. Okay. What else we got? Unstoppable Slasher coming in. Steam Vents. So we shock ourselves, but now we finally have what we need. So this is actually not too bad right now. Go to 2. Tap our 3 artifacts here. Get rid of the Slasher, so it's off the field, so to speak. We'll come back and he's stunned. Down to 14. All right. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so our opponent's going to try to be a little cheesy here with their stuff, but we're going to see if we can try to find a way around it. Okay, so with that, we will play Yotia Declares War again. We'll make a token this time. Swing here. Down to 10. We have to keep the pressure on our opponent here as much as possible. Let's see. Then split it. You may have a peek into my deck at the end of the stream. Okay. That's cool. Okay, but would you ever have any interest in joining in on tournaments? I am looking to start an organization that hosts digital for now, but hopefully move into physical big tournaments in the future. Well, I feel like, yeah, a lot of people have been asking me now for like tournament stuff because they got asked this question similarly from the last stream. I'm not against it. I think the only issue is I just don't know if I'll have the proper time for it. So it's something that I'm not against, but I have to think about carefully down the line. But I won't rule against it. Okay, so our opponent here hit us for a bit. They go down to 8, though. Okay, so can we get the win here? That's the question. This is 5, 6. I think we can. Okay. All right, so how do we do this here? How do we do this? Okay. I think we equip here. Ornithopter for an extra one. Down to 5. We have Metallic Rebuke ready to go, so that does protect us at least for a turn. The goal is to start with 2 fan-made formats without... No, come on, opponents. Okay, so they're obviously going to throw away the Metallic Rebuke, so that's unfortunate, but we're just going to let it go. On the other hand, our opponent could also throw away the Shrapnel Blast, which does mean that that would be lethal next turn, so they have a choice. All depends on what our opponent... Okay, so they got rid of the Shrapnel Blast. Okay, so if they bring in anything else, we have a Metallic Rebuke ready to go. Okay, so they did unlock for the demon. No blocks. We go down to 6. Yes. They draw a card, but they do gain life, unfortunately. So with that, we will throw away now the Metallic Rebuke because we don't need that anymore. Another Ornithopter doesn't really help us all that much. Okay. All right, so... Okay, so... How do we do this here? Is there a way out of this here? Is there a way we can get through that demon there? I don't know. Hold on. They block that, so that puts them down to... Okay. I don't think there's a way out of this one. I could put down the Ornithopter here. But we don't have another land to work with. That's... Okay, actually, there's one risky move we can make. And that is sacrificing this in the hopes of getting another land. Oh. I don't know. Okay. Let us put it on here. This makes it a 7/7, so that means our opponent is facing lethal here. So they have to block. Okay. Demon down. But they have so many cards in hand right now, and they already know our final cards, so I don't know if we can get around this one. We'll try. We're down to 4. If they play Archfiend of the Drost, that might be it for us. Oh, come on. Alright. We're looking kind of bad here. We are close to dying. Okay, opponent, what do you got? They swing. If they have a burn spell in hand, that is it for us. So we lose 2 life here no matter what. And, oh wait, I forgot. No, that is lethal. All right, we couldn't have done it there, everybody. Dang. Okay, that's fine. We tried. So, we do lose 2 points, but that's okay. Let's see. My goal is to start with 2 fan-made tournaments in Modern Horizons and Universes Beyond. One being Modern without them, and the other is Pioneer without it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, I would definitely consider that in the future, but it's going to be one of those things I kind of have to think about depending on the time frame. So I don't want to commit to anything, but it does sound kind of neat. But we'll see what happens. Kevin, I won't, again, I don't know if I can do it anytime soon. I don't know what your time frame is, but again, maybe it's something that we can have in a conversation in the future. So we'll do that. At least I'll say that for now. Okay, I'm looking at the clock right now, everybody, because I do need to start getting ready for my big boy job. But again, if you do want to help me out in the future, as always, if you are super committed to being a true fiery friend, I do have, of course, a Patreon where if you do support it, you can get access to all of my extra content, all of my extra bonus footage that doesn't make it to YouTube, that you can see all of my experimental decks that I do in gameplay footage, all kinds of stuff out there. And again, even if you just want to just throw out there, the cheapest again is like $3 a month. It's not anything big, but it will help me out in the future. All that money, of course, goes to supporting this channel, supporting the stream, and everything else in the future. But even if you don't want to give me any money, that's totally fine. As long as, again, you show your love by, following, popping in for a stream once in a while, or even just watching a couple of YouTube videos, that would go a long way to helping us grow with our team here. So thank you with that, everybody, for at least, if nothing else today, being here with me. I do appreciate that. Otherwise, okay. Okay, big, I have to go. Have a great weekend. Oh, take care. Thanks again for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you again in another stream. Enjoy your weekend. Okay, so this is the final match, everybody. Win or lose, no matter what happens, this is it. And after this, we'll do our wrap-up, and then we'll continue on for the evening. But again, for those of you that seeing this on the replay, I do apologize one more time that we unfortunately got cut halfway through from the YouTube stream, but don't worry. We will throw that up there for everyone. I'll throw up the second half when I'm able to. Or at the very least, maybe I might cut the original stream and just re-upload it as a full YouTube video. We'll see. Okay, so going over this right now. Let's see, how do we do this here? I guess Yoti has declared war. Do they have a counterspell? Let's see. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Okay, so play it on one. We'll make another token. I don't know what our opponent's trying to do here, but we'll see. Swing with the Siren. I realize our opponent's actually at Platinum. How do we get matchup against a Platinum player? I guess they're probably ranking up fast. That's probably why. Down to 19. Okay, so game plan here. Depending on if they throw a creature down, we have a Legion Extruder. We also have Smuggler's Copter. We need to start digging through our deck. Okay. Artist talent. Interesting. So nothing for us to tap down and beat. So submit nothing. Okay. Nothing at all. Okay, so with that, Smuggler's Copter coming in. Any answer, opponent? Counter spells? Wait, do they? They do, don't they? Spell Pierce. Yep. That's annoying. That's okay. They dig through a deck. Okay, so they're an Arc-like Phoenix deck. Now I see. Okay. Dan Splinet, I still believe Saga enchantments are the most well-designed cards in Magic. Do you agree? They are pretty awesome. I have to look again. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's something I kind of have to look at again and kind of like think about. Okay, we're going to pump up our Ornithopter here, make it a 4/4. Unless our opponent has more removal. Okay, of course they do. That's annoying. It's okay though. So we do lose that. We don't get the pump, unfortunately. Okay, so with that, how do we do this here? I guess we'll play Ghost Fireblade. Do you have more answers, opponents? They do not. Okay, so does this get attached? Opponents? All right. Getting wrecked over here. Okay. We swing. They're down to 13, but they only have one card in. Well, they have two cards now. Is that enough? Prop. All right. They doing some more looting. Okay. Draw a card. Anything? Nothing? Okay, so we got another land. That's good. So, how do we do this here? I think Smuggler's Copter will try again. Okay, it does stick this time, which is nice. Shadow Spear. Helping us gain some life. We will swing with our Siren. Very slow going here, but we will try to see if we can fight our way out of this one. Down to 12. Opponent has not really made any major moves yet. So, Brazen Borrower. They bounce away the Smuggler's Copter, which is beyond annoying. But that's okay. So I guess they're kind of a tempo, but they also have Arc-like Phoenix, so I'm not sure where this is all going. Okay, Arc-like Phoenix. Wow, they actually hard tapped it. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Do they swing? They do. We're down to 17. Okay, Darksteel Citadel's not bad either. So, pump up the Siren. We will Legion Extruder. Take out the Phoenix. So they will have to cast some spells just to get it back. Down to 10, we go up to 19. Phew. Okay, so we get stabilized for a little bit. But I really want to get us that Smuggler's Copter on the field, because we really need to start digging through our deck. Alright, in the land, do they chain off their spells? If they do, then we're in trouble. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if they do this. Personally, I dislike Phoenix decks. They are annoying to me. Yeah, I mean, I used to play the Phoenix deck for a little while, but every time I would run it, I would always run into all the graveyard hate, so it made me feel like my deck doesn't do anything. But thankfully, we do have graveyard hate in our deck, so we will see if we have to go to game 2 here. I'm sorry, game 3. I mean, we have options to get us around stuff. All right. So we lose our Siren, and this means now their Phoenixes come in for free. They got 2. Okay. Ornithopter. For free. Yotia declares war. Put on 2. We will tap down... What do we tap down here? Okay, so... Map and Ghostfire Blade. Actually, these two. Okay, and then with that, Smuggler's Copter. Okay, so we're all tapped down now. We are out of cards. Is there a way for us to beat our opponent here? Picklock Prankster. Okay, they're going to keep digging through their deck. They mill. Alright. Anything? Alright, they get back into the Floodmaw. Oh, jeez. So, consider... Yep. Alright. Come on, opponents. Okay. Taking their sweet time here. I mean, they're swinging, but I'm just going to get a little bored over here. Down to 8. Okay. We are getting close to the end here. So, is there a way for us to pull through? Well, we'll try it right here. Okay, this is for a creature. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do this way. So we'll put it on the map token. We need to, because we can technically take them out here. Ghostfire Blade. On the Ornithopter. We will then tap that to bring in Smuggler's Copter. Or maybe not. I don't know. Opponent, are you going to bounce? Okay, they do not. So with that, get the Smuggler's Copter going. And then I guess we go from here. Okay. 7 damage. Do they use that into the Floodmaw? Draw a card. Throw away the Smuggler's Copter. This is all where it hinges on. Okay, into the Floodmaw does go here. So we Shrapnel Blast. Sacking our token. Down to 5. Down to 2. Okay, so they need to swing, or they need to burn us out here, or at least chain off a bunch of spells. Oh, come on. Really? Wow. They actually had it. Maybe I should have actually gone instead for the Shadow Spear. Maybe that might have been the better answer. Alright. We lose game 1. Dang. Okay, it's fine, everybody. Okay. 2 more. We need to fight our way out of this. Okay, so with that, what do we do here? I guess Ether Gust coming in and Metallic Rebuke. So we have some counter spells to stop our opponent here. What do we get rid of, though? I'm not sure what we get rid of to stop our opponent here. Everything seems like it could be okay. Legion Extruder doesn't really do too much here. I guess trim 1 Smuggler's Copter. The Shadow Spear is nice for stabilizing, but I don't know if that's going to help us out too much here. I guess Ginger Brutes and Spyglass. No, maybe the Volder Epic here. Okay. Try it that way. I'm honestly not feeling too good about this one. Oh, wait. I forgot to bring in the Grafdigger's Cage. Well, I'm dumb. Okay. So if I lose this one, I lose this one. I can't believe I just forgot to put in the Grafdigger's Cage. I was not paying attention. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. We'll find a way to not completely botch this. Spire Bluff Canal. Ghost Fireblade. It's okay. We can make our way around it. Don't worry. We can. River Guide Pathway. Nothing yet. Voldrin Epicure. Yotia declares war. Consider. Okay. They drawn. We will play. And we get a Thopter. Sleight of hand. They're still digging. Okay. Nothing yet, so that does help us out a little bit. Okay. Otawara. Pencil Artifact's not bad either. No tapping. Okay. And then, Spire of Industry. We will Ensil Artifact the Ghost Fireblade. Do you have an answer, opponents? Okay, nothing. So, Ghost Fireblade, even if it does get blown up, it can still be used as equipment. Down to 15. Consider. Okay. Yes, I know. I forgot the cage. I completely botched that. So if I lose here, Densplin it, that's literally all my fault. I can't believe I did that to myself. I am a really bad player. But some way, somehow, we're still doing it. Sort of. Okay. Spire of Industry again. Voldrin Epicure. But some way, somehow, we're in this fight still. Our opponent's not really playing anything. I don't know if they're saving up all their spells. But I'll take it. I'll take it while I can. A Braid. Okay, so we counterspell that. So at least now we can do some free damage here. Down to 5. Okay. Opponent is closing in on the L right here. If we manage to pull off a win here, we'll make sure, of course, we get those cages in. I can't believe I still did that to myself. Wow, I'm so absolutely terrible at this game. Okay. Come on. Show me what you got, opponent. Lightning Axe. So, as you can see, even though we did lose things here, we still have a way of fighting back. We can still do this. Alright, come on. Also, I totally forgot that. Let's see. So with that, I didn't realize that we would actually lose the blade. I thought it was just going to go back to being an equipment. Oh, okay. So we got the Shadow Spear. Well, that's nice. Alright. We turn it on. Adding it to our Ornithopter. And then we swing. Okay, opponents. Picklock Prankster. Wow, they milled a bunch of... Wow, they milled all their lightning axes. Phew! Okay, so we got at least... Those are out of the way, sort of. Down to 3. We go up to 21. Phew! Still feeling a little nervous about this one. Okay. Can we get out of this? Come on, opponent. You've got 5 cards in hand. Don't keep me waiting too long. Okay. So they're playing Treasure Cruise. Still can't believe that's actually legal in Explorer. Alright. They dig a new hand. So they have to have something. They have to have something. Alright, tap land. Because they cannot afford to shock themselves at this point. Wow, nothing? Okay. Throw away the steam vents because we have plenty of lands now. We just need one burn spell, and I think we can close this out here. Okay, another steam vent's not helpful at all. Ooh, insult artifact is... Okay, that's not bad either. Okay, so how do we do this here? I guess if they have an answer, they have an answer now. And answer, opponent. Do you have one? Wow, okay, so... do we just swing it? Okay. I guess we swing it here then. They have to have something. There's no way they can just let that resolve. They have to have something. There it is. There it is. Annoying. Okay, so we at least hit them to 2. We'll put this on. Equip. Alright, and then we pass here. So... if we have nothing else, because we're running out of steam here, Jingotha's gotta come in. If we can get at least one burn spell, we should be good. But wow, our opponent has dug this deep in. And they've gotten rid of all their lightning axes here. So that does give us a little bit of hope, sort of. But they're facing lethal right now, so they have to put down that prankster. Yep. Okay, so that's 1. Oh, they got the Abrade too. So that means they can blow up the Shadow Spear if they really, really want to. Yeah, 1 Shrapnel and we're good. But they also have a Treasure Cruise, so I don't know what's going to happen right now. They are trying, though. They're definitely trying. But I'm also running out of time, too. I need to finish this match quick. At least I'd like to, but we're kind of going a little over where I don't want to be. Come on, opponents. Don't keep waiting too long. Okay. Yep, there's the Treasure Cruise. 3 more cards. Wow, they really don't have an answer? I'm surprised. The Picklock Prankster has to come down now if they don't have an answer. Okay, land. Opt. Okay, so they're definitely going to get their Phoenixes back, so that's just disgusting. Yep. They get 2. Surprised they actually haven't gotten the whole set. But most likely swing... Oh, wow, they actually are swinging the bow. Okay. Okay, so Metallic Rebuke doesn't do anything for us. Actually, maybe it does. Hold on. Tapped. Okay, so... do they have an answer right here? It's probably going to be that Abrade, but if they do... if they do that, then we have a shot here and we win. Come on, opponent. There it is. Okay, so... yes, the Metallic Rebuke actually off the top. Oh my goodness, we actually got there. We stole that one. Oh my goodness, opponent, you got too greedy there. All you had to do was just keep back one of those Phoenixes. You actually could have beaten us there. Wow. We had no business winning that game. Honestly, we had no business winning that game. Okay, well, Grafdigger's Cage for sure comes in now. I guess Hope of Girapur probably actually comes in instead. So we'll chop the Ginger Brutes out. Okay, so what else do we cut here? I guess Smuggler's Copter? Maybe just 1? I guess we'll try it that way. So, actually put in the extra Voldrin Epicure. And then, let's see. I guess, wait, no, I want to keep the Ornithopter just in case. Shadow Spear? It helps us with life gain. Keep the, okay, maybe Yotia's Declare War? Or maybe just 1 Smuggler's Copter. Okay. I'm still baffled Cards of Tarkir or Explorer legal. Yeah, the whole set is legal. But we don't get the fetch lands for obvious reasons. Okay, so we got a turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. That's great. So that's exactly what we need. We're going to have to keep this just because of the fact that we don't have that many lands, but we need that Grafdigger's Cage to do its thing. Sleight of hand. All right. Okay, so Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, so your Phoenixes are locked out. So our opponent is going to have to kind of find out another way to beat us there. If they have the Abrade, then yes, they can stop it. But we have time now. So with that, Let us play Spyglass Siren. And we pass here. Okay, so with that, we have Improvise with Metallic Rebuke, so we are good to go here. Still, Treasure Cruise, though. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe Treasure Cruise is legal, but it's some way, somehow, they allow it. So I'm kind of shocked it's still in this format. Ooh, Insult Artifact is great here. So, how do we do this? I want to play it, but our opponent has to have a counter spell or two. So we're going to have to wait it out. Let's Picklock Prankster. Alright. So there goes one Phoenix. There goes two Phoenix. There's three Phoenix. Okay. But our opponent is aware that we have answers to stop it. The cage prevents them from entering the battlefield. They do know that, right? Okay, so with that, opponents, your turn. Come on. Can we win this one? I would love for us to win this one and finish this off with a win today. Sleight of Hand. Artist Talent again. Doing its thing. Okay. Okay, opponents, what do you got? Come on. Show me what you got, opponents. Okay, another land. Ooh, boy. Still thinking it through here, opponent. Abrade. Okay, so they do have the Abrade. Let them do their thing. And then we will Metallic Rebuke. Do you have an answer, opponent? They do not. Nice. Obviously, they don't have anything else to destroy. Wow, into the Flood Maw. Wow, they actually had an answer there? I can't believe that. Oh, jeez. So their Phoenixes now come in. Wow. Wow, we actually got beat by that. Down to 9. I can't believe that. They actually had an answer. Oh, boy. Okay, so they gifted the fish. Down to 15. So I don't know if we're going to win now. Classy says, any reason you play Cage instead of Runestone? Only one CMC, but doesn't do anything versus Greasefang or Enigmatic. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I think I put that in initially, but I don't know. I kind of have playtested things back and forth. I think the real reason I put in Grafdigger's Cage was dealing with a lot of collected company decks. So that was the main reason why I did it. So that was why that became a thing. Good question, though, on that one. But yeah, I can see right now it hasn't really turned out as well as I was hoping it would. I thought it would, but our opponent did have other answers. So that's been kind of hurting us a lot here. So I don't think we're going to win this one here. Unfortunately, our opponent did manage to outmaneuver us in this instance. So I think we're going to lose this one here. Unless if we can get another land, I don't think we'll win this one. Treasure Cruise again. So our opponent... come on. Treasure Cruise, I feel like, should not have been a thing in this deck. Or, I'm sorry, not in this deck, but just this... It shouldn't be a legal card in Explore. It's really, really strong. But okay. That's fine. Shaking it off. 10 split up. My best short was from 9 months ago, and it got over 11,000 views and 350 likes with 14 subs. Wow. Your shorts do better than mine. My shorts never take off. I mean, at best, my top one was, what, 3,000 views? But that's, like, small still. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can get through this one, unfortunately. We can swing right here with a fish. Literally just a fish. Down to 14. And we have another Ether Gust, but that's the best we can do. Fiery Impulse. Oh. Yeah. Don't think we can get around that one. Because now we have... Because we didn't get any lands. I mean, I can Shrapnel Blast here. sacrificing that, but it doesn't really do anything to stop our opponent here. Because no matter what we do, we didn't have enough lands to get answers out. So, okay, dang. All right. We'll just cut it there. Because I'm running out of time and I do need to end this stream because there are things I got to take care of, unfortunately, today. Dang. We didn't get there. But the good news is we did at least progress a little bit today. So we got to Diamond Tier 3, which is still good. I'll still take that, even if we did get blown out there. Dang. Our opponent just had the right answers for us, unfortunately. Okay. We're going to shake it off, everybody. That was pretty much our last one there. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about, very briefly, the deck. Is it scissors? I'll clone a copy for a second here. So, that was our whole playthrough, trying to rank up a little bit in Diamond with my personal deck that I've been using to get there. So what do you think, everyone? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Truth be told, I actually still love the deck. Yes, I am a little biased, but I am happy with how it turned out. It actually does get some pretty solid wins here and there when we actually manage to outmaneuver our opponent there. We can get some very explosive turns, and we can sometimes even outgrind our opponent in various instances. But the downside, as you see, is if your opponent has a lot of answers to artifacts, we'll get blown out, and it feels kind of sad at times. You kind of saw also from one of our matches there, I think our graveyard hate's a little on the weaker side now that I think about it. But the hard part is for the sideboard, just trying to figure out the right balance. I don't know if I would probably change the sideboard, but most likely, I don't know, maybe I would get rid of some cards, or maybe like trim down some things here. So like, I would say maybe trim down an Urbrass Forge, because we really only need one, because it's a very slow card. It's powerful, but it has to sit out for several turns to do its thing. Maybe I would put in maybe some more counter spells, or maybe a protection spell or two. I'm not sure still. It's one of those things I kind of have to play around with. But in terms of graveyard hates, I mean, there's definitely a lot of options for you in here. Like if you want to do it for free, you can do Tormod's Crypt, of course. What is that? Usually I know I use Grafdigger's Cage here, but Soul Guide Lantern is also an option too, because we've mentioned that earlier. So what is it? Soul Guide Lantern 2. What is it? The Runestone. Wait, hold on. Where's the Runestone at? I'm trying to figure out where that card is. Let's see. Where is it at? There was another one here. Wasn't Silent Gravestone. Wow, I cannot find it right now. I am kind of a loss here. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, everybody. The point I'm trying to make, though, is we do have a lot of options if you want to look at other different things in the format. So just, again, there's different kinds of things you can build with this. So the point I'm trying to make, though, is, I mean, there's definitely different things you can use and build if you want to try out a variety of different options for you. Now, very briefly, I'll kind of go over if you do like the deck and maybe you do want to play it, but maybe you don't want to spend all the rares and mythics. The simplest, of course, answer is just, you know, cut pretty much all the land base down to like the cheap stuff. So here, if we cut it down to its bare bones, so I think that'll probably be your best. Actually, probably balance that a little bit more. Okay, so fair right here. If you want to make it as cheap as possible. And then from here, that means you'd keep in 4 copies of Smuggler's Copter. So that's your first set of rares. Legion Extruder puts you at 5. 6 for the Shadow Spear. 7, 8, 9, 10 for the Ghostfire Blade. And that's pretty much the cheapest you can make this deck still in the main deck and still do pretty good with it. So that's actually pretty inexpensive if you actually want to make it like bare bones. If you want to cut an extra rare, you don't have to use Jengotha. It's just mostly a free roll. So you actually could cut that if you want to. And then you can go with any one of the cheaper options for any of the graveyard hate options. You don't have to use Kopagirpur either. I would probably say maybe one Roiling Vortex or Urbrass Forge, just to, again, keep you giving you a little bit more variety in the sideboard, but it's not necessary. But you've got different options you can use. So if you want to make like if you want to make this a scissor budget deck, I'll put a link for this if you actually do want to try that out, or at least kind of mess around with it a little bit on your own. So just something to consider. So if you want to do that again, as I mentioned, okay. Won't Urbrass Forge there. We'll probably keep the Roiling Vortexes. Hope of Garipur probably could get cut. Grafdigger's Cage. So we'll do this really briefly, just to at least kind of give you a little overall idea of what I'm trying to get at here. So with that, Soul Guide Lantern. in the sideboard. 3 of them. Okay. So then with that, keep the Metallic Rebukes. Keep those. And probably put in extra Lithomeric Barrages or even more Ether Gust. Or maybe if you wanted to just put in more Spell Pierces. Or we can put in also that bounce spell we just saw into the Flood Maw. So 2 of those, I guess. And then if you want to make it also, you want to give yourself more options. Let's see. In terms of anything else that could support you, there's not many 2 other things, but I mean, you can always just kind of mess with this a little bit here. I mean, you kind of get the idea. So if you want to go full Graveyard Hate, Soul Guide Lanterns completely, keep the Metallic Rebukes, keep the Roiling Vortex, and I think this should be okay for you if you want to... Oh yeah, that's right, the Cryptic Cloak. Let's look at that real quick. Thanks for pointing that out, Densplin. I appreciate that. Okay. So with that, where's that? Okay, so yeah, so here we go. So with this one, this can help you, of course, push through some more damage here. It's a little pricier because it is 3 drop, but that's something you can do too. So I guess just for now, we'll just throw in 1 copy for now. Maybe 2 copies, depending on, again, how the meta looks. So we'll just keep that as is. So, but there you go, everybody. So there you go. You can have a budget scissors deck if you'd like the scissors. Maybe you want to not spend as much. Either way, it'll still do very well for you with that. Now, before we end the stream, as always, I appreciate all of you who have been here today, everybody. So those of you who hung out this far into the video, into the stream, you are my true fiery friends. And as always, I will tell you again what we're looking at for the future. If you were here on Wednesday, it's mostly going to be a recap again, but just to kind of give you a little insight one more time. So we're working on a Thanksgiving build that I'm going to put out there on Wednesday because, as I mentioned, we may not have time to stream this coming week because of, again, holiday and other stuff that's happening. But I'll try to put out there at least another extra YouTube video. So this will be a fun, small one that we can have fun with here. This is just going to be a mini deck tech, so it won't be a long one, but it'll be something that you can enjoy. Fancy Feast here, mostly focusing on food mechanics with, again, a card that I missed from Bloomborough that I actually really want to play with. So that'll be in the deck. We'll talk about that again later in the week. The Elf Ball deck is pretty much done. I just need to refine it a little bit more tonight, and then that one should be ready to go, hopefully on Monday morning. So that's when I'm going to shoot for it. And in the meantime, we'll start working on, again, testing some other future decks. So we do have another Brawl deck that I'm also looking forward to then showing off for you guys in the future. And then as far as beyond that, as always, we'll continue our Basically series because there's still a handful of those that I got to do in 3-drop before we get to the 4-color decks down the line. But otherwise, that's all coming down the pipeline as always, everybody. Thanks again for hanging on there for that one. But with that one, that's pretty much going to end it for us, everyone. One more time, thank you for those of you that hung in early on with the YouTube viewers. Sorry again that you guys got cut, but don't worry. I will throw up the remainder of the stream. I think I'll just simply, I don't know, maybe I'll cut the original stream and I'll probably take this one as a full copy and put it onto YouTube later tonight. So that'll be a thing. As always, Densplin, you're always my all-star. Thanks again for always being there for me. Kebig, I know you're already gone, but thanks again for joining us for today, my new fiery friend. To our other additional fiery friends that have popped in and out for you, thanks again for joining us. Klausy says, I know you just were here for just a hot minute, but thanks again for also being here. And then everyone else that I didn't get a chance to shout out to, I know that you're all there, but I do appreciate all of you guys, whether you're here or not. But again, if you all want to hang out, we have a Discord. If you want to support me, there's a Patreon. You can support me there as well. Or at the very least, again, one more time, like, follow, and subscribe on any of the socials that you see on screen. I'll be happy to see your support there, even if you're just watching a video or just, again, just liking them. That goes a huge way to showing your love for me. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I have for today, everybody. We're going to be ending it now. Thank you one more time to everybody who was out there for today. Thank you one more time for hanging out for the bonus stream. And again, we'll hopefully get a chance to do this. Maybe if not next week, maybe the week after the Thanksgiving Turkey Day holiday week. But with that, that's ending it for today, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you're at. And just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you at some point in the future, everyone. Later.